You haven't lived until you've heard the show Americans are talking about. The show that launches its listeners to the height of humanity. The audio hour that travels the landscape of adventure. The sound that comforts more than the clip of your first bolt. It's the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show!
Our Outdoor Adventure summits the airwaves. This is the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show. I'm your host, Brandon Long. Along, belay with you for about what? The next... We got to cut it short. You got a time, Todd?
Well, it's got to be like 38 minutes.
38. It really... I said 38 minutes last week, and it was longer, so we got to keep...
No, we have to... It has to be under.
It has to be under. Okay. Along for the ride is best co-host in all the land, Todd, to the top. Hanging out inside the Monarch in the heart of the Nine Rails Arts District. We have a... Well, we have a full show. We have a full show. We have a fun show, a packed show. We have on the docket, which is there's not a whole hell of a lot going on because the resorts aren't open yet, but we'll go over when they open. We have guests in studio, Kory Davis and maybe Ben Bauter, who's on his way with Ogden Avalanche. We will talk all things Ogden Avalanche in the news, ski resort opening dates, Amer Sports, Ogden expansion. Can't read my Erem boots launch. Castor bean boots. You might be interested in those. Brunton sold to Wyoming locals and the best ski runs in North America. Hint, none are in Utah. We'll give you a Gear 30 segment, quote of the week, outdoor jukebox. All of this and more on Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show episode 381, Deep Slab. So let's charge.
He summits with the agility of a mountain goat, flashes routes faster than UPS, is more intimate in the mountains than Jake Gyllenhaal. He's Todd to the top.
All right, we have Kory Davis in the trailer, so he feels comfortable. And
I like trailers.
Yeah. Of Ogden Avalanche. And Todd, we were just talking right before we went live that you weren't on enough boards, so maybe you want to be on the Ogden Avalanche board. I mean, we are looking for board members, or we were.
Yeah, but there's the one thing.
Which is?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of snow, so I think
I think that...
Is that a requirement? Is it...
Not at all. Not at all.
Right
Yeah. In fact, we like people who have no experience at all.
Differing opinions are always
opinions.
good on a board.
Yep,
Yeah,
are always
enough.
good. This week's Weekly Happy, Fire and Ice. Oh, it's actually Fire, Ice, and Dynamite Kayaking. Let's see if this thing will play and make any noises at all. There we go. All right, so you got to watch this. Hopefully I can get this up on the YouTube. If you're not following the Banning Collective on the YouTube, this kayaking segment is insane. They posted it to YouTube in 2016, but it starts out with somebody jumping off with a parachute and then landing on a bridge. This guy's, I wish you guys could see this.
You're going to damage your...
Yeah, so look, can you see it? Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Some of this is pretty crazy. So wait until you see the guy. So there's a beer barrel, right? They're all stunts though, and then you'll see a guy in a kayak connect. There you go. Skiing. See, skiing. We made skiing into kayaking. It is a sport. This goes on for what, 3 minutes or something? 3 minutes, and is pretty nuts. The stunts are next level, but it's shot in this like hot dog movie. You know,
it's like frat boy kayaking.
Exactly. Yes.
Jackass.
From the probably 90s.
Yeah.
And it's freaking funny, man. So that is your Weekly Happy. If you're looking for something to watch and keep you... Look, he just bent backwards on those kayak skis. Everybody needs a pair of kayak.
Part of me wants to say no one was hurt in the making, but maybe.
I don't think that's true. So
maybe they were. I don't know.
Bogner. Bogner. Bogner, the brand. That's thanks to Bogner. There you go. Anyway, that's your Weekly Happy, Fire, Ice, and Dynamic Kayaking. All right, so on the docket, anticipated resort opening dates from Ski Utah would be...
So you're saying last week's dates that you gave were lies?
They were maybe moved. In other words, last week, Snow Basin was supposed to be the 24th of November, and now it's to be announced. Like we don't know. We don't know.
So you didn't so much lie to our audience?
No, they changed. Let's do the rundown. Alta, November 24th. Okay. Beaver to be announced. Brian Head to be announced. Brighton to be announced. Cherry Peak to be announced. Deer Valley, December 4th. Eagle Point, December 17th. Deer Valley, December 4th. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Nordic Valley, they have is December 3rd. What is that? They're making snow, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Park City, TBA. Powder Mountain, TBA. Snow Basin, TBA. Snowbird, December 1. Solitude, November 23rd, which would be the earliest in Utah. Sundance, December 10th. Woodward, TBA.
Wait, Brighton didn't open?
Brighton to be announced.
No.
I think you can go do the Bones
Yeah.
whatever, up there. But
I feel like there's more TBAs than there were a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
It rained a lot.
It didn't set up very well these last 7 days that we were gone. All right, our guest in the trailer here today, the infamous, famous,
Probably more on the infamous.
Kory Davis from Ogden Avalanche. Bum, bum, bum. Wait, do I have anything to? No, that's bad. No, that's probably bad too. Let's see.
That was like
There we go. Yeah, Kory Davis from Ogden Avalanche. Yeah. Kory, thanks for coming in studio with us. Welcome back from your mad summer of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a party to throw. You come back. So you come back off work and just throw parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, the party is the annual benefit for Ogden Avalanche. Are you going to be quiet on me?
No.
Okay. Was these so far? We're yet, no. So these are
Well, I'll get going.
Okay.
I'm just letting
All right.
you do your thing first.
The date.
He wants you to like make him sound good, like get him started.
Yeah, get me
has
fired
all
up.
this-
I don't know. He's kind of pro. So,
Make it worth his time.
all right. What's the date of the Ogden Backcountry Bash?
December 2nd at the front.
Oh, that's good. It's almost a full sentence. All right. So we got.
There's a comma.
Oh shit! All right. Oh man, I got. All right. So who's sponsoring this year? Why should anyone go? What does it benefit?
So it benefits avalanche education and outreach in the Ogden area. I couldn't tell you our mission statement off the top of my head. Brandon, I know you have it memorized though, as secretary.
No, I had it written down at some point, not memorized. We have a mission statement. Ben, what's our mission statement?
Oh, Ben's here. He'll know the mission statement.
your
He's
mic's
the
over there.
president. Yeah, walk
Ben just stepped
gently. You know,
What's the weight limit on this thing?
thick boy summer.
2 C's.
Okay, 2 C's. All right, thick boy. Well, thanks for coming. Did you grab a beer?
No, I didn't. I'll go
Okay, grab a beer and then.
Kory's gonna tell you all the mission statement while I get a beer.
Yeah. No, but why should we go to the bash? It benefits Ogden Avalanche.
It
for
does.
one.
It provides free and low-cost avalanche education and outreach to the people of the Ogden area. So Weber, Davis, Morgan counties, Box Elder.
Why would we want that when we have Utah Avalanche Center?
Utah Avalanche Center is great. They're our partners to the south and the north, but they don't have a direct link here in the Ogden area. So we're trying to bridge that gap is our goal.
Okay, so you guys go out in the mornings and you submit observations.
Yeah, we do. The goal really of Ogden Avalanche at this time, we don't provide avalanche forecasts like the Utah Avalanche Center does and many other avalanche centers. Our goal is just to provide low cost and free avalanche education and information to the people of northern Utah, really.
That's probably the mission.
Yeah,
I mean, that sounded really close to a mission statement.
that was really close. But remember those long nights last year where we were like bashing our heads against tables, coming up with mission statements?
I just remember the
That
beer.
was months of work to come up with that.
Yeah. Well, it's the three of us you have to remember. So
and a lot of drinking. And
Thanks, Roosters.
thank you, Roosters. Yeah.
Yeah, pull that bad boy close to you, Benny, as close as you can get.
Okay, so the money goes towards avalanche outreach, and so what does that mean? What's
Ben's looking up the mission statement right now.
You can actually touch the mic and bend it up towards your lips. There you go.
nice?
There,
Is this better?
so good.
So-
you sound so good. I wish
Is
you
this
had
like
another
SMR
wish you had
or
another
whatever this is. Like,
headphones. Yes, sure.
So to
I should've
answer
said
Todd's question,
SM7B.
every 3 years we have a death in the Ogden Mountains, either in the Snow Basin Periphery or up near Monte Cristo with motorized users. And so our goal is to obviously not have that happen.
Death, we should say, through avalanche.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, the people probably die
Avalanche
from
caused
other
or
things.
some sort of, sure. But yeah, I mean, and so the awareness is to get people,
At least to understand the danger they're traveling into.
sure.
And then they can make their own choices.
Yeah.
And that's where we come in.
Okay. And then how do we find that information? Once you go out and you find what's going on in the Ogden Hills and Backcountry, where do you post it? Oh, fuck. You don't know?
No, the Utah Avalanche Center, like I said, deals with all forecasting for the Northern Wasatch, which is where we lie.
Right. Right.
And that's where you can submit observations. You can also submit observations to us through our website at ogdenavalanche.org.
Okay, wait, time out. Observations is actually a term used in the industry for a thing that so explain that, because you can just observe something and call it but what is an actual avalanche observation?
It can
Submitted
be
to the UAC.
It can be really anything, and that's what we're looking for. It can be just photos, like it was windy today, which direction was the wind blowing from? What'd the snow feel like? How much did it snow? Did it rain? Like, it's really, or was it sunny? Was it sunny but it was still cold?
And then how does that differ from someone who is recreational backcountry skier and they go out and they shoot a photo and they upload it to Instagram? And that's an observation of sorts.
Exactly, and that's actually all really good information.
Yeah.
And that's the information we want, and that's the information that the UAC wants, because it's just like any other data source, right? The more points we have, the more accurate we can be in our forecasts.
I think to answer the question, the difference between the two would be Ogden Avalanche gets less likes, I think, basically.
But more love,
But
actually.
more love. But way more love.
More love. Yeah. Okay, but so you encourage recreational users to maybe tag Ogden Avalanche, and so you can share that information.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you see or trigger an avalanche, report it to the Utah Avalanche Center or us. Also, if you're in the periphery of a ski area, do it. Report it to the ski patrol at that ski area, so they're not sending out rescuers to go through the avalanche debris if we know that no one was caught and carried.
Ben, I really like your jacket.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I can explain this a little better for you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we think about avalanches in general and the community as kind of like a tart cherry pie, little sour with a buttery crust. And I'm saying this because I know how much you love food, so you'll really get this, right?
And Thanksgiving is next week.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I am thankful.
all of these little pieces that we're getting in from our recreational users, they're like the individual little cherries, right? Then you add the crust, which is grandma's recipe. That's Kory, right?
Yeah, he is
and then
crusty.
the sauce. You add my sauce and flair, right?
Yeah.
A little tang, maybe some lemon juice.
Yeah.
But it's really once you have this whole pie together that you get the picture. But it takes the entire community to make this pie.
God, I want a bite. That's good.
It's delicious.
You have a bite.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true.
You've had few too many.
And then, if you're able to eat this pie, enjoy it, have a good afternoon with it, and then travel home safely from it so you can take a nice long nap
with a little bit of rum.
with a little rum.
I feel
Or
like we've-
deep slab.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
deep slab.
Yeah, Deep Slab. Okay, so the name of the show is Deep Slab. We should get into that. Ogden Avalanche. So we have the bash coming up. The date is December
Second.
2nd. I keep wanting to say 3rd. 2nd.
That's a Friday.
It's one way
We
you
can't compete with First Friday.
wait. That's a third. No, the
We're a
second. The second's a Thursday.
Yeah.
okay,
But the third is First Friday,
Yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah.
can't compete
No,
with
no,
that.
no. Good move there.
Thursday's a good choice.
Yeah, good choice. Okay, and then so that's one way to benefit or help fundraise for Ogden Avalanche and come party with us at the front.
Yes.
Everyone is invited. Another way, which is new this year, is Deep Slab. Wait, where's my? Gosh, I need my things. Hold on.
There's got to
Do
be.
you have a sound effect for
There's
deep
got to
slab?
be a D. I don't know what. Let's see if. What is this?
Ooh.
Deep Slab.
Yeah.
Was that pretty good?
I mean, it's not awful.
It's not awful. Deep Slab. Okay,
It's all right.
it's not,
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay. I give it a 60.
I mean, I don't have headphones on, but it sounds pretty bad.
Pretty-
Oh shit! Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Okay, what is Deep Slab?
Deep Slab.
Yeah.
So Roosters is partnered with Ogden Avalanche as well as the Banyan Collective.
Thanks.
Yeah, just thought I'd throw that out there for you. And they've decided to brew a beer for us this year. Mr. Colton is brewing the beer. It's a citrusy pale ale with deep malt flavor.
Deep Slab malt.
Deep malt flavor slab.
I think you need your sound. I don't have headphones on, so maybe.
Wait, do it one more time. Yeah, you got to play it one more time.
I like it. Okay, ready? Deep Slab.
It's okay.
That was light and fluffy, actually.
So it reminded me of like an old Warren Miller or like 90s ski film little thing.
Okay, well, all I got is that or Deep Slab. Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I like that better too.
Getting deep.
Okay, all right. Or Deep Slab?
No.
Question mark? Yeah, that didn't work. That one wasn't really good. Okay, but this is a beer brewed by Roosters, and you can find it once it's available, and it should be at the Bash, we're hoping.
Yeah, we're
Fingers
hoping.
crossed.
We just with the labeling stuff, we might have it there, we might not, we're not sure. It takes a long time for them to get a label approved by the DBAC, so...
Talk about the label real quick.
Richard Ramos was the one who designed the label for us, and Nicole Dye, our marketing specialist, came up with the idea.
Ramos, local artist?
Yeah, he's a tattoo artist at Golden Spike, I think now, and also has painted many of the murals around town. But it is Ben Lomond vomiting a rainbow avalanche onto some folks.
Dead folks.
Well, they're skeletons. They could be living skeletons, I guess. They're skiing somehow.
Yeah. Well, they
So-
were.
They're moving.
Yeah.
It's up to interpretation.
Yeah.
As all good art is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, we do try and meld, some local artists with our outreach and education stuff. Like we try and hire local artists to make all our posters and things like that too. So
So how does
that's
it work?
really cool.
Once it's released to the public, like, are cans going to be available in the grocery stores?
Yep, and they're going to be 16 ounces too. None of this 12-ounce stuff.
That's a deep slab right there.
But yeah, and then the family or Roosters, I guess, is going to donate, a portion of the proceeds to the nonprofit, and so that's going to go to help fund our mission of.
If this goes well, I'd love to see it on a 40.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
It just seems like it satisfies the brand a little even better. Yeah.
Malt liquor.
Deep 40.
Deep 40. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I can make it through a deep 40. It's pretty brutal.
I
but,
know we're
yeah.
getting old for 40s.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, good. So beer, thanks, Rooster. So it's actually brewing tomorrow, I think.
Oh, it is. I haven't been down there in a while.
Yeah, I think Colton's going to brew it tomorrow.
Yeah. So I might try and get some footage in the morning
Oh,
of
perfect.
the action. Are you anyone available? You want to come down?
Oh, I'm always available now.
Okay. All right.
I'm soon to be unemployed.
Yeah.
It's like 3 days.
Okay. You're on call for tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I'll text you.
All right.
All right. Anything else we should know about Ogden Avalanche? Which how's the season setting up? I know we had some storms, but is all the fall snow gone?
Yes. And thank God.
Okay. Yeah.
It rained a bunch, and so we're not going to deal with our deep slab issues this year.
Well, because I think we had our first freeze last night, overnight, down here. I don't know about the mountains. And so there was no snow left, up there to
Not
cross
really.
on us?
There's a trace.
It's patchy and minimal. So,
Okay.
I mean, there'd be isolated pockets, but we're setting up a lot better than we were coming
It's so interesting to learn because I didn't geek out on this until I was involved with y'all. And, because as a resort-only skier, when you see snow hit the mountains early on, you get very excited. And you're like, yes, it's going to help form a base, and we're going to be very excited. And then most instances, that's correct. But in the backcountry, if you get an early snowfall, October-ish, early November, and then it heats up, what does that do to the base? Because this happened last year.
Yeah, so what happens is it's not even the heating, it's the cooling, actually. But you're getting there someday.
I got to take a class.
So what happens?
No, but I thought the sun during the day melts it out a little bit, and then the cold at night messes it up. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the cold temperature.
Trying to save it, but no.
It all changes the snow, right? It's all snow metamorphosis. So a hot day can create a crust, which would later become a bed surface, or it's not quite as simple as, oh, it got warm, so we're going to have avalanches.
Sure.
Yeah.
But early season and that snows up there, how does the weather affect it? And do you want it to warm up or do you want it to cool down?
So when we have a shallow, cold snowpack, and in November and December in Utah, in the mountains, the weather is usually cold.
Yeah.
I think it was 19 degrees at my house this morning. And so what that creates is a temperature gradient in the
But he
snowpack.
also lives under the bridge, so
Yeah, the river, but the river
down
would
by
be
the river.
warmer
Yeah, exactly.
in a trailer. So it creates temperature gradients, and if we don't have a deep snowpack, we have a shallow snowpack and cold temperatures, it drives faceting, and faceting's bad. That's what creates deep slab avalanches. See, we need more
Oh, shit. I'm behind.
deep slab avalanches. And that's due to early season snow, shallow snowpack, cold temperatures,
Okay.
deep slab.
We don't want that. We don't want that.
No, that's bad.
Okay.
That's
So-
why we named our beer that for some reason.
Okay, but we don't have it, so we're good. So far.
So far, so good.
So if nothing's on the radar yet, right? So we're about a week out until anything really hits. I mean, there might be a stormish tomorrow, but
yeah.
not really. Okay.
Kind of midweek is when it's starting to form.
Remember,
It's been changing.
was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Thanksgiving it just blast and then it didn't stop, right? Or it did stop, but it killed us on Thanksgiving. So,
Oh, it's so
is that what
good.
you want? Because it's so late in the season that okay,
Yeah, we want a lot of snow, and we want it to keep snowing.
yeah,
We don't want it to snow just a little bit and then not snow for a long time.
okay.
Snow doesn't like drastic change. It likes consistency.
I like consistency.
It's like
Me
Brandon.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No ups and downs. We'll just keep it right here.
Yeah, if it snowed 2 inches a day every day throughout the winter, it'd be a killer winter, and we also wouldn't have very many avalanche problems.
And then you'd be out of work, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, give me the rundown for safety real quick. What do people need to know before they head into the backcountry?
Oh, where to start?
Yeah, basics. One, know that avalanches do occur because a lot of times, and we talk about this with our trail runners, snowshoe users, some of those recreationalists that venture into avalanche terrain without maybe being necessarily aware that they're actually in avalanche terrain.
Yeah, I'd say that's huge. And the best thing you could do for yourself is get educated. Start with a basic class, one of our Rooster series, or a Know Before You Go class, or start with one of our 101 classes. You know, even if you are not skiing or snowboarding, backcountry skiing or snowboarding, if you're running, trail running, snowshoeing, you can still put yourself in that terrain or in those areas where avalanches can occur.
There's avalanches on this west side sometimes.
Yeah.
People don't think about that.
In the 90s, someone died right above Weber State on the fitness trail.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, have you ever used the fitness trail?
Wait, 2 drums.
It's not-
simple
it's not
fall off
appro-
the cliff.
it's not
Do that one
appropriate.
again. Ba-dum.
Makes me
Well, it's
sad.
been nice having you on the show. Don't let the trailer door hit you on the way out.
But yeah, come to a Know Before You Go. Our first Know Before You Go this season is actually at Gear 30, as it always is.
Oh, when is that? I got to put that in the calendar.
It's December 14th.
Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Okay.
it's always our big kickoff party, and it's sponsored by, all our usual sponsors, but Snow Basin and Powder Mountain. They send some patrollers down, and they talk about what to know when leaving ski area boundary and how you know if you're leaving the ski area boundary. And it's a little different than a normal Know Before You Go, and we have a good turnout every year, and it turns into a party most of the time, like most of our events. So
As it
And
should.
let's remember too that these Know Before You Go, these avalanche classes aren't like in the basement of the library in some dull classroom. Like you set them up in places that you're going to be anyway,
yeah.
right? And so you're going to have a good time. You can have a drink, have some food,
It's true.
and also see the same people you saw at these. Hopefully they're coming back year after year. I wouldn't imagine. I do.
And if you're new to the area, meet your people.
Yeah. It's the fall is a cool thing with seasonal work. I do a lot of seasonal work. Well, 2 times a year, obviously. The fall every year is like this bringing back of all the people that have been gone all summer. Like they've been overseas or they've been doing other things, guiding other places or climbing or walking around like some people do. And the fall tends to bring them back to the mountains, and all these events in the fall are a good time to meet up with old friends.
I agree.
Maybe first date.
Yeah.
Oh, first date.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah. Ogden Avalanche. No, before you go.
This is for a first date, I think.
Yeah, Gear 30.
Yeah. I'm down. Awesome. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anything else, Benny?
I was just saying, first date, you could find that lifelong touring partner.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. First dates. All right. In the news, we already talked about the Utah Ski Resort opening dates. Amer Sports Ogden expansion.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Where are they expanding?
Well,
Yeah, what are they doing?
all right. Standard Examiner. Ogden leaders have approved a tax incentive plan
That explains it right there.
meant to help Amer Sports, a major manufacturer. Well, I guess this is the best news out of this, is we are giving them tax incentives to expand, but there were other places giving them more money, Texas and somewhere else, and they decided
Can't
to stay
ski
here.
in Texas.
They decided to stay here in Ogden. So, major manufacturer in the city with a planned $30 million expansion. Per terms of the proposal, Amor will get $2.46 million in tax increment financing over 10 years, a refund essentially on the property taxes it would otherwise have to pay on the higher value of the warehouse facility. That's the focus of the project.
I'm happy having them in town, though.
Yeah, me too. They're one of our headline sponsors, obviously, Atomic over there at Amer. So
Yeah.
Good people.
I just got a truckload of stuff this afternoon.
You literally had a truckload of stuff. You showed up to Gear 30. I don't know how that thing still dries, but besides that, the bed of the beautiful Toyota that you own was full of so many damn boxes. I don't know how you got it all.
I don't
back
know if
there.
you know this, but running a nonprofit is, super lucrative.
Yeah, it must be. You can't afford a new truck, but the bed of it was full of new boxes. So thanks, sponsors.
It's lightly used. I mean,
It's slightly
it's not in that
used.
shape.
Oh my god. Oh, very good.
All it means is keep a close eye on a certain somebody's eBay page this week. It's a personal page. It's not tied to the Avalanche group at all.
I know. I drove around Ogden like that, and I was like, ooh, every time I'd come out and be like, how many boxes am I missing? I see some guy on 25th Street in a new pair of Atomic boots.
He's like, sweet, I got some bindings. What the hell am I going to do with these things?
Did they say how many new jobs they're bringing?
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, it was like 150 something.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, I X'd out of it, but I think it's about around 150. I read it earlier today.
Nice.
This one's for you, Todd. I know you're a big hiking boot fan. So there is
hiking boots.
a new boot brand launched today, and I learned a new word today. It's sustainability. The sustainability is front and center of this brand. The Nevada-based footwear startup is called Erem, EREM, and they. Okay, let me come. Noah Swartz has a footwear in his blood. Okay, listen, this guy is the son of a Timberland former CEO. They have literally billions of dollars to play with on this. So, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But Aaron Swartz is the great-grandson of its founder. He's clear that the launch of his new desert performance brand, Erem, is charting new territory. The Nevada-based boot brand launched today, which was a few days ago, with initial offerings in both men's and women's fits. So they got a mid-rise hiker, the Zero Cole, $169, and the high-cut desert model, similar to a military boot. So how it got started was the Swartz, who's mostly based in Los Angeles, first conceived with the idea of the brand in 2020 when he went on a rough day of hiking in southern Utah. Thank you. So we will participate in some Rooster's Pecan Pie Holiday Ale as we talk about it. Wait, should we? Yeah, very good.
I'm late.
All right, so Erem is a That's good. You're never late. Oh my god,
Did you get that?
it was so loud. Oh, I got it.
Hey, you're welcome.
Pecan pie.
Once a year you have to deal with this.
I prefer more, so we can do more.
Challenge accepted.
Todd, have you heard of the word? Have any of you heard of the word biocircular?
Nope. I think they made it up for this.
Erem is a biocircular brand, meaning it only uses materials with 100% proven paths back to nature and full recyclability. Here's how I picture it in my head.
Wait, recyclability? That's not a word, is it?
That's what Outside Business Journal put. I'm reading it here. So here's the Earth.
Okay.
The Earth is just existing. Somebody makes a product like hiking shoes. Somebody uses the hiking shoes, and then they're done using them, and then it just goes back into the Earth. Becomes Earth again.
So they biocycle?
It's a biocircular brand, meaning it uses only materials with the 100% proven paths back to nature and full recyclability.
So every second you're wearing them, they are grinding down into the earth.
That might be the case. Swartz says some people talk about circular products, but no one is talking about circular products with the bio component. Because you know what it is.
Yeah, I like plastic.
For Swartz biocircularity,
What do you got to say to somebody who really likes plastic?
they're probably smart.
Ski boots.
They'll probably last. We'll get to that in a minute, Kory. I got something bean Castor shit for you here in a minute, so stay tuned. Biocircularity is the next frontier of the sustainability conversation, he says. The company plans to develop a recycling program to help customers return their products once they're done with them. In essence, it means that the company has the ability to produce very little waste, even as it puts new products into the world, which is great. In theory, it's great. I don't know
But isn't that what most hiking boots are? Like leather, rubber, wood. Like those all came from the earth, right?
Rubber?
Yeah, rubber comes from trees.
No, they have to be able to return to the earth, too, and not just like in a dump.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
I guess no one really wears leather anymore, but
I don't know. So there you go. Check out those boots. They're available now.
Todd wears leather boots, see?
Todd's in leather right now.
And rubber.
I have some leather docks on right now. These are very old, by the way. Scarpa ski boots. Their road to sustainability using polymers made from
Plastic.
castor beans.
I'm going to go with castor beans.
I'm gonna go with castor beans. The polymer shell of our Gia ski boot, the flagship product of our ski mountaineering line, uses Pebax Renew. It's RNEW Renew, made of 65% renewable source derived materials. More specifically, the polymer is derived from castor oil, a vegetable oil extracted from a non-GMO and non-edible crop, therefore not competing with food production. In addition, this renewable material saves 32% of CO2 compared to conventional methods.
I just looked it up. It's castor oil is the answer. Castor oil.
I think
Isn't that a
comes from the
NASCAR sponsor?
From the castor bean.
It comes from the castor bean, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a castor bean. That's really a bean?
Well, you should be listening to these stories that you're reading.
I should be reading them. All right. Anyway, there you go. Feel good about buying the new Scarpa Gias.
Do you guys carry them?
Scarpa just arrived. I'm not sure if that's in the lineup.
Okay.
How expensive are castor beans?
Are they like almonds? Avocados?
I don't think so.
What about water consumption?
Avocados are moderately priced right
I'm
now.
very worried
Do
about
they have
water
heavy water
consumption.
crop?
Yeah, that's what I'm
they
worried
might be.
about. Like, how much water destruction are we creating for California?
Okay, so if you had to choose between the atmosphere and water,
Well, they're all connected.
plastic's a petroleum byproduct.
okay.
Sorry.
Plastic never goes away.
Like your used motor oil
And-
is making your vinyl white fences.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
we're
are
not
way
slowing down
easier to
anytime
clean
soon
up.
on those, apparently.
It's science, you know.
You'd think that we were more
Come on, Scarpa, step it up.
caring.
Castor beans, we can do better. That's all I'm saying. It sounds good.
Until everything is made out of hemp, I quit.
We can do better.
All right. Brunton sold to Wyoming locals. Familiar with Brunton?
Yeah, they make like stoves.
Yep. After
Yeah,
25 years of
compasses.
foreign ownership, the renowned compass maker is returning to its roots with the new acquisition. The Wyoming-based pair of inventors and former educators has acquired Brunton, one of the state's oldest brands, 127-year-old compass maker, which had most recently been a subsidiary of the Sweden-based Phoenix. Yesterday announced the change in ownership. The new owners, Lauren and Dave Hirschap of Lander, Wyoming, had been educators in geoscience before becoming employees at Brunton in 2014, and then they just bought the company. Must have got
Lauren is a sweetheart. That's I don't know.
Do tell.
Buy their product.
I was just making sure. Sometimes I have to look at Todd so I know what he's. I got to come around the corner. Okay. Finally, in the news, these are the 15 best ski runs in North America. Hint, none of them are in Utah.
Not Bear Hollow. It's not on the list, really.
I don't know. Dave Murray Downhill in Whistler. The Face, Heavenly, California for moguls. Prima, Cornice, and Vale for moguls. Minturn Mile in Vale.
Wait, stand by. Who skis moguls anymore? It's not 83 anymore.
Snowbrains.
Okay.
Highland Bowl, Aspen, Colorado, best for steeps. Cobert's Collier, Jackson, best for steepest. Last Spike, Revelstoke, BC for longest. The Cut, Grouse Mountain, BC for scenery. Apple Strudel, Aspen, Colorado for best on mountain food.
Yes.
Beer Belly, Red Mountain, BC. I just want to, can we just all hit the Beer Belly one? Best for trees. Curie Glades, Fernie, BC, best for trees. Blue Sky Basin, Vale, Colorado, trees. Long Shot, Aspen, Colorado, trees. Still Smoking, Sun Peaks, BC, trees.
How much did Vale pay for this?
A lot of money. Columbia, Breckenridge, best for Blue Run.
Best blue run, huh?
And 5 Mile, Sun Peaks, BC, best for Blue Run.
They're my people.
Yeah.
They're my people right
Yeah.
there. You're going to eat your words. This is going to be the winter of moguls. Just wait.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to knock your socks
Return of the
off.
Turn. You watch Marcus Caston? His videos are awesome. Did
Yeah.
you see his pre-ski one? Or a preseason edit on freaking rocks and no snow?
His photographer's better looking than he is, though.
It's true.
Sorry.
Gear 30 segment. Black Friday deals start very soon. Start early at gear30.com. You should go check it out. So we're going to do $100 off skis on Black Friday and 25% off the whole store. 20 to 25% off the entire store.
I feel like we're making news right now. Because the GM's making it up as he goes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so $100 off skis. Skis only. Not the bindings, but the skis. And then it's 20 to 25% off the entire store. I can't remember.
It's somewhere between 2 and 25%.
2
somewhere.
25.
That's amazing.
Support local. We're having a rough time. We're having a rough time with the manufacturing issue.
Yeah. As we all are.
So Solomon, they're like, here's some updated delivery dates. I'm all, after Christmas? ? Not helpful. So, like Scarpa just showed up today. Jones is in a week or two. Some of the stuff is not before Black Friday, which is not helpful for local shops. So give your local shop some love. Please shop local. Gear30.com is actually, if you're in another state, this is helping us here. Gear30.com, or come on down to the shop. Shop Black Friday deals.
And they send you the nicest notes when you buy stuff online.
Thank you.
I bought something online this summer.
In-store pickup. If you buy it online but do in-store pickup.
Well, that's what I did, I think.
Yeah.
It said, I love you with a heart.
That was
and an exclamation. Oh.
And a phone number.
First dates. You should have titled this show First Dates.
First dates. Screw Deep Slab.
Brandon doesn't let us take breaks. That's on the note. Please come relieve me.
Oh my God!
I really have to go. I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
It's like a letter in a bottle.
They're all cries for help. I've been working 72 days in a row.
My fingers are burning.
All I asked for was clean sheets on my cot.
Oh my God!
Oh, but the discount is so good.
Oh, that's so bad. But that is a way to, if you really hate your employer, it's one way to get the word out.
Okay, so if the merch is coming late, like everything's stuck, is there any reason why collectively there can't be like a later Black Friday? Does it have to be on this day if the stuff isn't there?
Well, unfortunately, the way of the
down
world
the
is
line?
like Black November. So I wish we were a manufacturer, because there's manufacturers who are just like, you know what? Screw it. It's Black November. We'll have discounts on everything.
Makes sense.
But we, as a retailer, we can only go by what's called MAP or manufactured pricing, adjusted pricing. And so we go off what they tell us, and we can't break MAP but a few times a year, and Black Friday is one of them.
Well, if you're looking for they, I'm the they, and I'm changing the date.
Yep. What about
Please
like
do.
Small Business May? Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
May. We got one.
May's good for-
One binding is showing up mid-March. We're like, what the hell is this? mid-March. Because we're going to buy a new binding in mid-March. Like, not just skis. We're like, screw it, I need new bindings in March. Maybe.
Because somebody heard this show and they're like, I hear moguls are going to be big. Big.
True.
Monster Mogul March.
Monster moguls. All right, we got to get out of here. Quote of the week. I am grateful for what I am and have. My Thanksgiving is perpetual. Who said it? Henry David Thoreau.
How much does he pay for this show?
I don't know.
I feel like he makes it his
A lot of
the
quotes.
end of the show
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
do a lot of Thoreau quotes. Thanks to Banding One for powering today's 381st episode of the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show. Listen and subscribe to the Banding Collective on YouTube. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It actually helps us. One day we'll make money from YouTube. I think we're around 88 subscribers. We need to be at 100. It's our first hump to get over.
Do we have more than them?
The Banyan Collective on. It's not easy. It's not easy.
How dare you?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's not easy. But anyway, the
You need
Banyan
Ben's
Collective
face.
on YouTube. Also, the Podbean app for just search the Banyan Collective, Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show. All the show notes and links are available at thebanyancollective.com.
For those of you that fast forward just automatically to the end of the show for the quote, and I think a lot of people do, I'd say rewind about halfway back because there's some funny stuff like right around
Like
that,
right before the quote. Yeah.
right around that 20-minute mark. FYI.
DM us on Instagram at Ogden Adventure. This week's Outdoor Jukebox. This was pretty cool find, Todd. This is Sammy Brew in Tan Van for Van Sessions with KJ Ward in the van at the same time. KJ Ward is now touring Europe playing with the Backseat Lovers. So, yeah.
Is Sammy Brew and KJ.
John Muir would say the mountains are calling and we must go.
Let's go.
Bye.
There's a hole in my wall. Sometimes I wonder how big it will be. There's a hole in my heart. They say it's supposed to have with instinct. Well, I want to be happy, but the methods I use are against me. And I am nice, but when it hits my control,